Feel it. Feel what it feels like.
the
It
scene.
feels so real. Give it a little.
Feel it, dude.
Well, also, so picture the scene
Go.
last night with me and 3 of my girlfriends all standing around a kitchen drinking wine, and all 3 of them whip their boobs out at the same time, but replace it with men.
Right.
Just all whipping their dicks
Just
out like,
turn it around. Feel it, dude.
You wanna feel it? Like, no, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work.
That would be great. That would be great. But yeah, dude, that feels real, dude. Yeah, that's squishy.
Yeah, like just like squeezing each other's dicks. Like it's just it would never happen.
Oh man, yeah, I totally. But yeah, so we were talking about which like we'll go right about now that we're on the subject of like female surgeries. I am gonna have a friend of mine on who does the eyebrows and yeah, and like we'll talk about that when she's on, and you can follow her on Instagram. And I mean, her stuff is amazing. And now they're even like she does freckles. Like they do like crazy shit. That's I don't know, tattooing freckles on faces.
You should give a shout out to Amy again. What was her Instagram? Because she just had her nose done, right?
Oh, Amy had facial feminization surgery. You know that's a tongue twister for me. Facial feminization surgery. Yes. Amy, a friend of mine who was transitioning.
She's beautiful.
Yes, she looks amazing. She had her nose, which she did have like a hump in her nose, and she said she did have difficulty breathing from it. I want to think she did play some sports. I can't remember, but she had broke it. Yes, and she had her forehead. She looks amazing, and she's healing very nice. But yeah, so. So then we got into the subject of vaginoplasty, and I was like,
Labiaplasty, Cindy.
Labia, vaginal rejuvenation was the other one.
Yes.
Okay. I was really more curious about their vaginal rejuvenation, and more than the plasty, because that I could understand. But I guess my question is, I watched the YouTube video you sent, Margaret, about the labia, and they blamed a lot of it on like pornography. And I'm going way back when I was working in the business, and I mean, I recall seeing all kinds of labias.
Wait, back up. That makes it sound like you were in porn.
Okay.
It makes her sound like she was a fluffer or something.
Let's clarify before we move on that you weren't doing videos.
No.
Are you a fluffer?
No.
Back when I was in business.
Right.
We didn't care what the other vaginas looked like.
No.
But it was 70s. It was all full bush. We didn't care.
Right. Exactly. You know what? Jen, you just hit the nail on the head.
I didn't mean
because it was so far back. No, I'm talking about like, the video covers and da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Looking at all the movie boxes, having to look at all those different movies.
I've never actually seen one of those.
Trust me, it was like a job for me, so it didn't really faze me at all. But you're right. There was probably big bush then. So you couldn't really see it. Because now that one girl, Margaret, was saying that porn was to blame for these girls being self-conscious.
So what, they want to look pretty like the porn girls?
Yes, in the vagina.
Are the porn girls, do they have naturally pretty hoo-has? Or is it like Paris filter on there?
Well, the stuff they're doing, I don't think you can filter it out. You'd have to Photoshop
Some
it
of those movies they do. Cindy, can we get your brother on to talk like porn specifications?
Yeah. No, we'll get my sister.
That would be very interesting.
No. We'll get my sister-in-law because she's totally coming on. I just have to set it up.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely need to do that. That will be a fascinating episode.
Yeah. No, seriously. Like she's down for it. She's going to discuss everything, the girls. She'll talk about it all. She doesn't care.
speaking of the full bush thing, I'm considering embarking, as you guys know, on my first Brazilian wax adventure.
Yeah. Right.
Did you when?
What?
Did you decide when?
Well,
Like
I think I'm going to do
surgery
it.
or therapy.
I'm going to do it after surgery, because
Dude,
that way.
Don't do it. Don't.
Well,
don't.
no, like 2 months after it.
What do your friends say? Can they move their chest in 2 months? Because you have no idea the positions they're about to put you in.
Well, I just won't move that much. They'll just have to make it work.
You don't understand. You got to be flexy.
Okay, wait. Are we discussing that surgery?
We can.
Oh!
I mean, it's not a big deal.
Well, okay. I was just wondering because you were joking about how you were going to hide your boobies from your mother.
Oh, well, she doesn't listen to this. I don't think my mom even
Okay. You just don't want your mom to know that you're getting your boobs done.
Oh, my mom could not listen to me on this. Not even. The boobs would be the least of my worries.
Okay.
My mom at the barn and then calls me about the sex talk.
No,
she does.
I do not share this with my parents. But yeah, I'm getting a boob job in like 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and you had to go for your baseline mammogram because you didn't have one.
Yes, I did that today. It wasn't as bad as everyone makes it out to be.
Trust me, it's going to be nothing compared to that boob job.
But yeah, so I did that. That, you know, more people in the last 2 weeks have seen my boobs than my husband. I don't know how I feel about it. And for someone, so like to be clear, what we're talking about with my friends last night, I'm very like squeamish about sex talk and body parts and all of that.
Right.
And so like having this doctor just like squeezing my boobs and talking to me has been wildly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I actually, after and he is great, to be clear. He is fantastic. He's very professional. This is not a reflection on him. But after the first appointment, I was almost like, do I really need to do this? Because I don't know if I could go back for the next appointment. Like, this is too much. It's too much. The last appointment, he asked me, while I'm still sitting there with my tits just out, if I want my nipples bigger or smaller. And I'm like, I can't have this conversation.
Wait, how do they do that?
I don't really know. I feel like I have a very, like, just whatever attitude about this surgery, and I probably should, because he's like, I'm like, I don't know. Just make them better.
Just make them better. What do you think? Say.
What do you mean?
No, ask him.
Oh.
Say, you tell me how you want how you think my nipples should look.
It's weirder.
Like, should they be straight out or should there be a little
I know, like, which way?
A little up? Like, hold on. Mine sticks straight out.
I think that's how they're supposed to be. I feel like up would be a little weird and down's definitely not what you want.
No, I can't lift that high in my t-shirt. But mine are like out, like.
Mine are touching my knees right now.
No, I could probably still at this point get away without a bra. Mine are very.
Oh God, no. Mine are. I just put indents in my thighs.
But you had babies and weight loss surgery, so I understand that you're walking around full of like.
That's a good one. My nipples, when I sit down, put a dent in my thigh. I'm just cracking myself up. But seriously, I was just worried. I'm like, if they were going to do like remove your nipple and then stick it back on, but that's more for.
I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, this has all just been a very difficult, out of my comfort zone journey for me.
So did they let you hold the implants and decide?
Yeah. Oh, talk about like this whole experience has been terrible. So not only do they like you put on this bra and then you can put the implants in it to like see the sizes and whatever, but they have this like crazy technology where they do a full body scan of you, like a 3D body scan. And then in the computer, they can like make your boobs bigger, like move them around so you can like see what it would actually look like.
What, right. And so you're like naked on the computer screen while they're like maneuvering.
And when I tell you nothing makes you start your diet more than having a full body scan, like CGI image of yourself 6 months into quarantine on a computer screen in a room full of people. Like, Jesus Christ. I was like, all right, diet starts 5 minutes ago because this is, and I knew ahead of time that they had that computer program and they were going to do that, but I was picturing it like the image on the screen would just be sort of like a gray, like rendering of my
almost like a cartoony.
Right. No, like it is a cartoon, but it's me, like all my freckles are where they really are, like on my belly and my back, like it was actually me, and I was just like, this is disturbing, this image right here. I mean,
have you ever done those computer things? You can get them on Google, and I forget what they're called, but like you put in like your height and if you're male or female and your body weight, and then it does like a image of what you actually look like.
No, I think I don't want to do that.
But that thing is shocking. It is no fun. Like, no.
Yeah, no, I'll pass on that.
I actually gave it to a friend, and I was like, is this really what I look like? And she's like, no. And I'm like, that's Google. I don't know if I believe you.
Cindy alluded to it earlier, but also I'm not telling my parents because they'll be mad.
Right. So, but you
will they not notice?
No, well, no. She's getting a lift.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm also not really even trying to make my boobs bigger. I just want them like higher, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm not telling them, and so like I just hope I don't die because I'm gonna feel like a giant asshole. Because then my husband's gonna have to be like, well, she died.
Done.
Yeah. In fact, my mom called me this morning, and I mentioned to her that I'd been the dermatologist, and she's like, "Is everything okay?" Which you would tell me if it was. I'm like, "Yes, Mom, it's fine." But like, it just reinforced that she would be so pissed if she knew I was doing this and didn't tell her. So, you know.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
So how long are you, you're working from home. So really, it's just a matter of, what do you take off or what are you doing?
So
you got to take off, obviously, the first day because you're going to have it done.
Yeah, so
in and out, right?
Yeah, I go home that day.
Yeah.
But most financial institutions have what's called mandatory time off, and they make you take off a stretch of work anywhere from like 5 to 10 days at a time. And it's and like you can't log in. You're gonna be like, you cannot talk to anyone at work because it's to like catch people who are like running scams or like embezzling money. But like if you're out of the office for a while, like they'll catch on to whatever it was you were doing or hiding because you're not there to like manage it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I have to take my 5-day MTO, and I'm going to use that for this.
You have unlimited vacation time, don't you, at work for the year?
Yes, we also have that. But I have to take 5 days in a row to satisfy the mandatory time off requirement, so I'm just going to use that for this.
Right.
Gotcha. But also, my parents, like, a month ago started talking like, oh, maybe we'll come up and visit in September. And I'm like, no, not a good time. And it's like, right now when no one's like traveling or going anywhere, it's hard to come up with reasons why. But I'm just like, October would be better. October would be better. So
Right.
Yeah, I'm hoping they don't notice. That's the idea.
So you decided to do this because you said they were given a good deal, your friends?
Well, no.
Like,
so,
is this like a chain that's like, hey, titties are on sale over here?
Yeah, buy one titty,
buy one boob, get one free.
Yeah. No, so this is going to make me sound like I'm 12 and just doing what my friends are doing, and I swear that's not it. It's just, It sort of just like planted the seed. Like I never really would have given it thought.
Like this wasn't new. You've talked about this for a couple of years.
Yeah, so like over the last maybe 5 years, a lot of my friends have gotten them done. And then because girls like to show them off, like we talked about, I've been kind of like, oh, they look pretty good, baby. Maybe I should do that. And like, it's not like I've ever been like self-conscious about mine now, and like they're fine, like, but they could be better. So why not? And they're doing 18 months no financing right now. And another big thing that stopped me from doing it is I never wanted to do it. I couldn't figure out how I was going to do this and go back to the office. Because, like, I don't want to be walking around the office and people are like, oh, somebody got new boobs. But at this point, it's been, like, it'll be, like, a year since I've seen these people last, so they're not going to notice because I'm not doing a big change.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you're going from completely flat-chested to a D.